Hello, this is Bonnie. Today I'm doing a flip through of my latest journal, whose name is Annabelle. And as you can see, she's quite a large journal, and I'll be doing a flip through all the pages in here, so you'll be able to see everything in detail. So let's have a look at the cover first. On the spine, I've made a tassel which has a golden band there, key, pieces of fabric, lace, braid, pearls. So it's a pretty dangle there on a gold chain. On the spine, a beautiful piece of lace set on top of some pressed bronze sort of coloured paper. That same bronze paper is underneath all of this lace on the cover and is also on the back, so you can see there with another piece of lace set over it. Some beautiful vintage lace that I've used in this one. The cover is layers and layers. There are up to 5 layers in places of different vintage laces, so it's a little journey of exploration just to have a look there and see all the pieces. So she's held in place with a simple band of cords and ribbon and a key and a little latch hook. So the front cover, apart from the layers of lace, has some little jewels and pearls and sequins set into it. Some of the sequins are actually part of one of the laces that I used, and these little pearls as well. The little photo frame here is gilded, and it's set in place with little gold balls that have been sewn actually onto the cover, so it's not going to come off, and it's a beautiful vintage photo of a pretty lady. So let's start looking inside. You can see that the edge lace has an overhang there. So inside the front cover we have a fabric pocket with lace on it, set over the collage print paper behind there. In this first little pocket I've included a lace sample card, which is the same lace as on that pocket. Some tickets to the City Theatre. This is a lovely playing card with a picture of a couple of birds on it. I've included a book plate as well. If you wanted, you could put that in, glue that in on the front or inside the back cover, but that's your choice. It's loose there, available if you want to use it. And it's got a picture of an old covered bridge on it. A nice little card or tag, and a piece of vintage paper that I've extracted from a book, and it's dated September the 2nd, 1916. It's handwritten in pencil, both sides of that page, and I think they're poems that obviously the person who wrote them decided they liked. So we'll pop those back in there. Okay, now we've got a short page which has a couple of tags inside for writing on, or just to look pretty, and a torn edge pocket, diagonal pocket. This is a fabric piece here that's been used and sewn into the seam, into the spine of the book, so that it doesn't come out, and that's collaged all different little pieces of paper on the back. Here's a loose one, I think that is meant to go in there, but it's just been taken out at the moment. It has a little pocket on the front which contains some small cards and the picture there, and then on the back there's some pretty writing paper as well. So a multi-purpose piece of ephemera for you. This is a little piece of fabric from an old linen hanky or doily. On the top here we have a little page dangle. It's a butterfly on a ribbon. A lace pocket with a pocket tag inside. This is Country Diary. Edith Holden pages that have been sewn around and adapted and made into a nice little feature there. Then we have this is a book page from a book on 1920s fashion. You'll find a few of these on the way through. Actually, that one's been cut out and pasted on there. So next page, this is one of the book pages from that book. Blank on the back. The ladies in beautiful costumes. And a pocket with the coordinated picture as well. And a piece of lace sewn along the top there. A belly band here with some vintage pictures on it, and a little notebook that you can take out of there and take away with you in your handbag if you wish. This is a lovely silvery looking pearl, I guess, embossed paper. Very pretty, and a piece of tissue set onto the side of it, which has pink flowers. That band continues on the back without the white band that surrounds it there. And here's a lovely big journaling tag with some dragonflies on it. A piece of beautiful paper that's been turned over to make a pocket on the other side, and there's a little wax bee set on the corner there, tied with a gold thread. Inside this pocket, quite a few pieces, a journaling card, a bookmark with a cut-out, die-cut butterfly on it. And this is a vintage piece of paper that came from somewhere. It's in its found state, showing its age. Next, this is bound in, also with a piece of fabric. So it's a tag, but it's also a pocket, and it contains another tag on the outside, and this lovely little cutout of a Victorian lady. This piece is printed collage, also turned over to make a pocket on the other side, and a little tassel and a star there, and some beautiful paper on the other side of it, and a book page from the 1920s fashion book. So some beautiful costumes there. Paper with some washi tape and a sticker on there. You can write on that paper, it's light enough. A little frill, a satin frill with gold edging sewn along there. And some pretty pictures on the sides. Another attached with a fabric band And this is a little pocket as well with a tag in it. And now we have a fabric cluster. It's sorry, not a paper cluster. It's tied together with a fabric ribbon. It's a silk, sari silk ribbon. So there's various pieces of paper there, and it's attached underneath a hidden paper clip. So there's actually a paper clip inside there with the little butterfly decorating it, and just some pretty papers, including this lovely Japanese one, which is like a rice paper with little hearts set into it. A fabric tag on that page, and then under the other side of the paper clip, another tag with a bird on one side and a vintage reproduction photo. And some more of that pretty paper. Inside this one is a nice big tag that can be used to journal on the back, and it's like a postcard size, and it has butterflies and music. And a little fabric tag to pull it with. A corner piece set here, another little butterfly on a pink ribbon with a pearl. And I love this paper. It's got so many pretty patterns on it. This page has a little turn up at the bottom to make a pocket with lace band on it, and a tag that has a clear pocket and a couple of reproduction old photographs. And that's that beautiful pearl embossed paper, pretty lace along the side, and a little lace cluster here held in by a paper clip on the top of the page. So that can be taken off and put somewhere else if you like the look of that. It could be put onto the cover of the book or anywhere. Next one is another short page bound in with fabric, and a pretty tag there for journaling on or for gifting, set into a pocket, and another nice illustration on the back there. And here we have a corner pocket with a couple of tags, journal cards inside. On the back, that corner pocket repeated, and some other pretty tags that have been collaged. And then another corner pocket here with some more tags. Here's another one of the 1920s fashion illustrations, front and back. And here's a book page with Twinkle Twinkle Little Star on one side, and on the other side some little poem about a dog, obviously. At the top here, just a little piece of lace set onto the corner. Now another little pocket containing another little pocket, which has a clear front and a nice little tag there that you can use for a gift or for journaling. And some pretty handmade paper with leaves, natural things set into it. A little corner tag there with a heart clip on it, a brad. The other side of that is a pocket, and it's got some things inside, of course. I can't stop myself from putting things inside. It just seems what I need to do. A little handmade paper packet some pretty rosy paper, and it's actually reproduced. It's not the original postcard, but a very pretty one with some writing on the back. Next page is a printed collage with a lovely hummingbird in there. Lots of colours. A little corner dangle here with a couple of yellow beads and a pearl, and some nice yellow paper to write on. This is a pocket that's set in as a page, attached with a fabric band. And this is actually wallpaper, a wallpaper border that I've used here, and made the pocket from it. And inside is a beautiful card which you can use to journal on the back. This is another short page which has a pocket with some pretty little tag and an envelope. And that envelope's fully lined with a different paper. So they fit nicely in there. This is another beautiful paper that I have, and it's a collage, printed as a collage. On the back, a little pocket with a nice tag in it, or a card for journaling, and another little paper cluster here with a little girl in a dress, a pretty dress, and some pictures of a doily and other things from an old catalogue. The next page is another pocket tag which is set in with fabric, and it contains a couple of small tags as well. They fit neatly in there. Then we have a vellum pocket here, so it's clear, semi-clear, and inside we've got a number of tags. This is a little pocket with a tag in it, and this is an actual real old postcard. It has never been used. Obviously Helen Gibson was someone, maybe a fashion model or actress perhaps, I don't know. It's not familiar with me. I do love that paper. This is collaged a little bit over some other interesting paper, so there's a floral design behind, and then a few other things set over the top of it just to add some interest. And on the back of that, a nice matte finish paper which is nice to write on. Some more of that lovely yellow lined paper that you can use to write on. And on the back, this is also a genuine postcard. It's been written, but I don't think it was ever posted. So it's made in Germany. It's one of those beautiful old ones that's been embossed. You can probably see the indentations from the embossing. Birthday greeting. So there's a fan and some flowers. So that sits nicely in there. And this is a loose journaling card with some collage, an old book page, and some nice illustrations on there. Then we have a pocket with a playing card. I've got a pack of these beautiful playing cards and I've been very reluctant to use them because, you know, you get some special things and you think, oh, I'd like to keep that, but I must. And another piece of Edith Holden Country Diary paper there. And the back of that is that handmade paper with the garden nature things set into the paper when it was made. Now here's another one of these hidden paper clips on this page. So underneath that is a paper clip. You can't actually see it. And on this side I have it holding a journaling card in place. And you can always put something in under that side as well. Then this is a little bendy page, so it's stuck on with fabric, an extension from the page on the other end of this, and a lovely big tag there set on with a girl. She's actually a little card that comes out of there. There's a pocket. And here we have, this is actually a concertina pocket. So there's 3 sections in there, and each one containing a little card. And a couple of them Edith Holden, I think. No, that one's not. Okay, then next page we have some lovely teacups on a pocket. We're getting into some blue tones, and in there a little envelope that matches very nicely with the colours. This is a belly band that's been set top to bottom, and in here we have a couple of things. There's an old business, this is an original vintage item, antique now actually, because it's dated the 16th of March 1920, and it's just a very brief business letter to accompany something. And I got that from, I've got a lovely correspondence book. It's full of little letters like this, that business letters that a businessman had written way back then in the 1910s and 20s. And just a little folder made from a page of a diary with some beautiful flowers on and some lace sewn on the edge. Another little corner piece is this pretty little red velvet ribbon attached there. And we have a nice tag that's just wound around a brad, which is like the heart with a little arrow through it. And it's also one with a little pocket and has another tag in the pocket. A lace sample card with a beautiful piece of lace attached to it. And some other pieces in this pocket. It's caught there. There you go. This is a reproduction of an old invoice, both sides, and this is another one of those genuine pages from the old correspondence book that I got, and it's dated the 5th of August 1916, so you can see the age of it. It's quite battered and showing signs of wear. But really interesting to have bits like that you can try and imagine what life was like back then. Nice matte finish page with a little piece of lace attached to it. Here's another Edith Holden page, Country Diary, and some tags inside. There are a few tags that I've used. It's a beautiful hand spun silk. There's a lady who goes to the markets near where I live who does this. So I bought a beautiful skein of it from her, and I've been using it as tag holders, ribbons, ties, I guess. There's another piece of it there. It's very pretty and it feels beautiful. Some more little tags in there. There's plenty of them, and a bit of Edith Holden page here. Now, this is a corner pocket containing a pocket with some beautiful paper, and inside, this is a genuine old French postcard, and it's got the date stamp on it, and I think that it's from 1913. It looks to me like the date is the 9th or the 19th of October 1913 at 8 something. This would be the time of day. So yes, beautifully written. You can see that lovely writing. Don't see that these days. And it's even got the original old stamp, which would have been 10 francs, 10 sous, probably. Put it back in there. Okay. And another little pocket here with some more tags, and another pocket. You can fit, I'm not sure that one fits in there. And then a corner pocket here that's in 2 pieces, some book page and then some other page, and then a little collage on it. Some pretty paper there, and that's just made into a little folder that you can turn into a notebook. You can just put in pages and tie them in with that little hole in the top there. Another corner pocket with a lovely mushroom tag, clear front, and a little lace card. You can roll lace or cotton threads around that. And then a belly band with a little pocket, some more tags set with that beautiful silk tie. And here we have an envelope which has inside it a little packet with some little cards that are held together with a clip, a paper clip with a heart. A beautiful bird on a piece of book page, and space on the back. And this is just a little note card. It hasn't been used. It's available for you to use however you wish. Words to share, hearts that care. And they're all on book page behind. This one has tissue set along the end. Here is another page from that correspondence book that I have, a very old one, but this one had not been used, so it's just got a page number stamped on the top, 128. So it's there, empty. So the beautiful old paper, showing signs of wear, but not actually written on. A nice bookmark there you can use for journaling. And some more. And we finally reached the back cover, and here's another little pocket with some tags or journal cards in. In the back pocket, I've made another pocket here, and in it a little handmade paper bag which contains a beautiful piece of embroidered braid. I think it's machine embroidered, but it was so pretty, and it's got lots of gold flowers on it. So that's gone into there. And just some pieces of paper or card that you can use to write on. And then we reach the end. But there's more. But wait, there's more. I haven't shown you as we've been going through that each signature, and there are 4 signatures, and each one has a little dangle from the bottom. So if you can see them here, there's a key, a dragonfly, a little string of red beads, and a little heart with flowers. So they're all sitting there from the bottom, and you can see, looking from the side, how chunky and full this lovely lady is. And if we put her back together again using this band, just hooks onto there to hold her together. She also comes with this cover that I've made for when you're not using the journal, you can keep it contained. And this fabric is, I believe it's called watered silk. It's, if you look at it, it catches, when it catches the light, you can see that there's looks like it's been wet. So that's been surrounded by a piece of lace sewn on, so it's the same inside and out, and then this beautiful piece of hand dyed, not by me, I actually bought a piece that I from my local sewing supplies shop. They sell them in all sorts of beautiful colours, but I wanted one that had the green and the pink, because I've got the green cover and the pink lace on the edge, so I chose one that has that coordination of colours, the green and the pink, and you just simply tie that around. It's loose, it comes off and can be put somewhere completely different if you wish. So it's just a nice protection for the journal when you're not using it. So that's how it will come to you. This is available in my Etsy shop, and the name of the journal is Annabelle. My Etsy shop is Bond Journals, and I'll put a link in the comments below for you to be able to go quickly to that page where this beautiful journal is listed. Thank you for watching.